What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our Going Medieval series. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we got our first, community event holder. We got our first community event role, and that is through the library and as a librarian. So we do have the potential to host events. However, we do need to improve our room with decorations. Honestly, we're probably going to need to make this room bigger and move it at some point. But it is kind of good to get an idea of what's kind of needed to hold effective events and just kind of how it works in general, the mechanics of the whole event system, because they seem pretty important. They give good buffs to your settlers. So pretty solid stuff there, but yeah, if we look at hold an event quality points, we have a textbook present. 3 participants, 280. We would want participants that have high. I believe did we get construction or carpentry book? It was one of those, correct? It is construction. So we'd want our 3 best constructors to be participants in that event. Event quality points. Attending the study group buff settlers and the skill detailed in the chosen textbook. Skill buff duration depends on event quality. So we're probably going to want to improve our quality a little bit. If we were to just add somebody in here. It's still plus 100. Wait, that... Why is it like replacing? Why can't we add... We can add these people in here. Does the librarian count as a participant? Participant with role. So this must be included in this toll. Or in this counter. So it's 3 total, including the 1 librarian. Okay, so our 2 best people with the construction skill is what we want. You got it, boss. You got it. And now, during certain hours of the day, I don't know how this works. Role duties. Because from what I understand, the librarian role, which if we look, we can see Gerard's little symbol there. The settler's presence in the library enhances the speed of all researchers studying there, but I would assume that only buffs during role duty hours? And if you're doing role duties, will you then continue to create our books? So things that we have to make sure we're checking, because if he does create books while doing role duties, I mean, we might as well just replace his work with role duty hours. But we're kind of only having the 2 people focus on research, and we need an abundance of both books. So I want to make sure that we're still crafting both books. In case you guys hear any noises in the background, we do have people working outside. So you might hear some lawn equipment going on. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. I apologize if it is a nuisance. Hopefully it doesn't last for too long. Let's see here. We have some more mature trees. We got a decent amount of wood. We are kind of running low on sticks. I never thought I'd see the day. It's a miracle. We've gone through our sticks. The unlimited supply of sticks is coming to an end. But let's start clearing some of these forests here. Don't need all of these trees. Especially the ones that aren't on our, growing plots, I guess you could call it. In our growing zones, I guess would be a better way to describe it. Our southern wall is finished. So we do want to try and finally complete this wall today. That would be absolutely amazing to finally get this done. Honestly, eastern wall's almost finished. Northern wall's getting pretty close. And our western wall is finished. Oh, nope. One little slot. So now we won't have any weak points in our walls. They really shouldn't be able to do anything to these walls since they're 2 stacked high. So I'm going to leave these as wood for now. But having a full brick wall around the settlement is big moves. Big moves. And it feels good. I won't lie to you. Oh, I do like how it doesn't let you place there. Okay, perfect. That would have been a big mistake. Okay, that gets our western wall finished. I kind of feel like maybe we should only have 1 gate on each side. It gives us less jobs to do when we're, like it would be much less of a hassle when trying to close up. I don't know if all of these gates are really necessary. To be honest, we might just make 1 gate on each side, like how we have here. 1 right in the center. And that gives us less weak points, because now our walls are going to be stronger than our gates by almost double, actually. We've almost tripled the strength of our walls, I believe. Which is very solid work. We do need to build 1 more bedroom. I would like to start considering getting a kitchen and maybe increasing the storage size of our food. Settlers are suffering from the cold. Yeah, because we still have summer clothes. Which means you need to be making more winter clothes, my friend. Most of our armor stands are full. We have a bunch of winter clothes. I must be forcing you to wear those. What's going on? So if we manage... How do I get you to not force wear clothes? Is it just dropping items, maybe? Okay, you seem to be the only person suffering from the cold. So hopefully you will go grab clothes. And not freeze to death on me. Yeah, these are all... How do we stop you from force wearing something? And there doesn't seem to be an easy way to drop either. But I guess we can just go ahead and click this. Alright, Yorick. Florence. We don't want you force wearing any clothes. And it does look like you guys are going to pick up more clothes, which is fantastic. Auto-equipped, yes. Because that way you guys should be able to just change out of winter and summer clothes on your own. And hopefully choose better quality. And now we have nobody suffering from the cold. It is kind of a warm winter day, to be fair. How are these ice blocks doing? You're down to 49. 49, that's not bad. It is still 37. So you're not quite getting down to where we want you. So we probably need better insulation. So we'll keep that in mind when we want to... It still says decomposes never for the honey. Philosophers of the natural order, who give us tons of problems, claim that she was running from a pack of enraged philosophers. I don't know... Yeah. Back to the word we can't pronounce. 21 art, 14 mining, 11 medicine, 5 melee, 3 marksman. We could put you in the marksman slot. You have a passion for animal handling and speechcraft. We might as well. Gather 10 times settlers. Nice. Alright, let's give you some leisure time. Give you some work hours. Jeholta. We will put you in melee weapons. I might just have them automatically put on weapons and armor. I just want, like, our melees to have the best armor possible, though. But, maybe, like, weapons wouldn't be so bad. I might just go ahead and do that. So you want melee one-handed and shields. You want range, 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 melee, melee two-handed, and I think I'm gonna get one more melee one-handed and shield. And have like one person. Alright, what are your issues? First of all, we need to get you a bed. Let's make sure we have that situated. So we do need another 2-stack high set of rooms. We're gonna have to decide where we want to put that. I might just stick it in this corner, honestly. Can we go ahead and map this out? We want 2 wide. I don't know if that's going to be enough room for stairs. We're not going to be able to put stairs anywhere without blocking something off, so that's not really going to work. But here it might. We would have to put stairs like here. Which does block off this road, but people can always travel through, I suppose. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like that either. We're gonna deconstruct this. Or just cancel, maybe? There we go. Cancel this as well. What we could potentially do is move this on over. So if we go wooden wall, wooden wall. Maybe out here. And then we're gonna want a wooden beam, wooden beam, a wooden beam. And then we can get another house here. And then this is going to be more of our food storage. We only have 1 dirt. Settlers are idle. Okay. Let's go and harvest what we can from the fruit trees. Chop some more trees down, even though we have plenty of wood. Alright, this wall is finished. Let's see if we can't get our entire wall finished before our attack. Should keep you guys busy for a little bit. Let's show our roof and start deconstructing here. I don't know what we're deconstructing down here. What is that? Are we deconstructing the beam? Yeah, no, let's leave that for now. Just the roof. Okay, and then we'll quickly get these walls back up. Alright, and then we want to deconstruct you. Let's do all the beams now. And then let's just relocate you over here for now. Get you out the way. Okay, and then we want another wooden beam here. And then I think I'm gonna go, just for better aesthetic, I'm gonna go clay brick floor. That's actually perfect. It's nice and even. We'll still keep our shrines here until we can get, like, churches or whatnot. Still need to finish our walls. We have 9 hours until the search party arrives, but then we should have a time frame of... You have a dagger. That's what you chose to grab? Do we not have anything better? We do not. How are we doing on metal? 50, 20, okay. Yeah, we still have 87 iron. So let's go ahead and grab another short sword. And then you are gonna need some type of armor. I don't know if we have enough of iron. We might have to start smelting that soon. What about textiles? Light armor is 70 leather. You should start being able to use wolf and fox leather now. So we'll get you a better sword, or a better melee weapon. Let's finish our walls officially. Hot dog. Hopefully we have enough clay brick for all of this. And then just the last corner, and we have a full brick wall. An impenetrable fortress we shall have. And then we might go ahead, if we make you out of a different material, will you have better cover effectiveness? Curious. Defenses. So we saw wood was 55. Actually, no, it's just better hit points and better aesthetic, which not even by much. Only the clay brick is better aesthetic than our wooden. So I think we can leave that. I don't think that'll be too big of an issue for us. Let us get our wall finished. How are we doing on the clay bricks? We still got a decent amount. We got 15 hours for the negotiator. Yes, we have this bandit camp. Violent extortionist. Friendly visit. Okay. And let's finish our wall. So hype. And then let's make sure we get a... wicker roof? You know, we could get away with hay, right? Maybe we just stick with sticks. Actually, what we could do, scratch that. I'm gonna do a wood roof, because we got plenty of wood. And we're using our sticks for fuel. Yeah, let's do a wooden roof instead. Hot dog, hot dog. That's kind of bother me that our gates are all like opposite. These are the only matching gates that open the same direction. Oh, can we just automatically set the, We can't do that for walls, though. But roofs, it looks like we can just straight up convert? Huh. I don't really know what that is, but that's kind of cool. Alright, let's hide the roof. Stockpile zone. We are going to copy you here. And then we are going to relocate these. Shelves. And then we are going to deconstruct that stockpile. Ah, so much more room. It's fantastic. And then we can go ahead and deconstruct these floors. Perfecto. New stockpile, and then we can get another home in. We can go ahead and get you relocated on this side. And then just while we plan out this room, we don't need you to be super big. Do need you to back up though, one. So we want 2 spacing. Maybe something like that. And then we can do a door here. We'll just go wooden floors for the time being. There's all of our clothes. Let's go deal with the negotiator. Anota. You'll never take Jehota alive. Why the green? Does that mean you guys are just super happy? Yes. You guys are very unwillingly did something. Okay, so we need to take you off of construction. We can take you off of training. Take all of this off. Any jobs that you guys are unwilling to do, you don't need to be doing. So you are good at mining. So we'll go 1 there, and then we'll do 2 animal husbandry, 2 fishing. You're a good artist. We already have a carpenter, we have a tailor. We could make you prioritize cooking. We already have a crafter. We have a smithing guy. Alright, maybe Paul and Steward? You will be our #1 tender. That's for sure. You guys all need to be on 1 firefight, for certain. Knock on wood, we haven't had that issue yet. You don't like hauling. Let's take you guys off of that. I think this is pretty good. Pretty good setup for you. Okay, let's go for that. And then hopefully my mic is not picking up the leaf blowers right outside my door. Three archers, 3 fierce marauders, and 4 marauders. 10v10. Took up arms 2 hours. Alright, let's let Anota get back. Let's go ahead and draft. And then take all of our gates and lock them. And then once again, one by one, we close them. Oops. Yeah, this is definitely a pain, and I think if we just limited it to 4 gates, this would make things so much easier. Please don't deconstruct that. Just lock the freaking gate, and then it's so hard to, like, try and select them. This is definitely my least favorite part of the game. There's gotta be an easier way to do it. If there's not, they gotta make a better way to do it. Like, they gotta do the zoning, which I don't believe is a thing. Like, keep them all within a zone. Okay, so you cannot close that gate. Lady, get inside. You cannot close the gate. Alright, let's get all that closed. Who on earth was supposed to close this gate? Gosh darn it. I gotta see. Is there zoning? I don't think so. Like, do not leave this zone. Just to make that easier. It does not seem like it. Ooh, military renown and mercantile. Reaching 100% military renown will allow you to prove your might by eradicating centers of bandit power in the region, deeming you protector of the realm. Defeating enemies in combat and having a top-level sergeant-in-arms will help you spread your military renown in the region. Trading with merchants and sending caravans will help you spread your mercantile renown. Reaching 100% will give you the option to establish a charter fair in your region, confirming your mercantile prowess. Okay, that's cool. You can get off draft mode. Okay, Enzo. Relax, buddy. Relax. Alright, what are we working with here? Okay, we got some plate armor. Ooh, we have another, pig face helmet. We have some mail armor. Crossbows, short bows, a berdache. Some daggers and shields, a sword and shield, and a flail. It's not too scary. It does kind of suck that they're attacking us at night, but what can you do? She still has the dagger. Hopefully, we won't have to worry about that. We do need to fix some of our walls. Everybody with the best weapons, which would be the war bows, push forward. Let's make sure you guys are actually on the edge. To your postman! Alright, I gotta assume that they're gonna come for this gate. Or they could come for this one. But let us see what we are working with while we deal with the bandits. Hold the walls! Nice. I like that screenshot. Maybe this one's a little better. That's a solid thumbnail. Nice. Does look like Anota took some damage. Ooh, the spike trap fired. Our gate's holding well. Alright, you guys are gonna need to come over here. Actually, kind of looks like everybody needs to move. Oh, you guys can just stack on top of each other. That's good to know. For the people that can't shoot, just stack on top of one another. Our gate's still at half health. Okay, we got some solid defenses going on. Sick. This one wriggles free like an eel and cannot be captured. Not too interested in capturing. Let's just finish bringing them down. Don't let him get away. Finish him! Look at all those misses. Ah. One's gonna get to escape, eh? Not too shabby, though. I will take it. Alright, all of the gates keep open. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna get away. Tell your friends about me. We're Batman. A nice, very solid defense, and yes, those gates hold very well. Much better than our wooden walls, which obviously makes sense. Yeah. Not enough allowed resources. Yep, makes sense. Everybody's gonna go back to bed. Also makes sense. Oh, lordy. Nice little victory there. Now we'll finish the housing. You're unlocking the gates for me. We're getting that sword made. Your longbow's getting low. Your short bow's getting really low. Alright, so that's probably something else we should look at. 40 wood. And I think I'll do the staff sling. Get 2 of those made. And then I think once we get a couple of these made, I'll just go ahead and allow you guys to wear whatever. This is force equipped on you. So let's go ahead and drop that. So you'll put on whatever. I will force you to wear certain armor though. Which I'd assume this mail helmet is going to be the best. Yeah, 14.7 is pretty solid. And we do have some light armor that I'll force you to wear. Then hopefully you'll pick up your own clothes. Is there any way to make it so we deconstruct anything that's tainted? Oh, we're gonna have to set something up for that, aren't we? So you are also going to dismantle... We do have a rug. Where did the rug go? Do this forever. You're gonna clear all, and all tainted clothes are going to be... Yeah. All qualities and all hit points. And that should cover everything that's bad. Got plenty of storage space now. Let's go ahead and get some wood flooring in. I'm pretty sure we're close to needing, like, supports. Like, I don't think our buildings can be much larger and be second story. We'll do stairs here. And then maybe we can get, like, some outside decor. Do we have outside decor? Is that even a thing? Could get some standing torches outside. Which might not be a bad idea. What are you using? Oh, you can only use tallow or beeswax. Okay, that's good to know. Makes sense. You don't put sticks on a candle. Ooh, that is a brand new sturdy longbow. Oh, that's what we just made? Why did we put it over there instead of the weapon rack? Because our weapon racks are full. No way all of these are good weapons. Really? Wow. Okay, well, we have some options then. Longbow versus warbow. 4.04, 4.07, 98.18, 98.18, 20%. I feel like the longbows are kind of better. Yeah. I'm gonna force you to equip this one. And then... Gerard has the weakened short bow. What's your skill? Ooh, you can get a longbow! Equip the longbow, baby. You get an upgrade. Your marksman's 8. Your marksman is 3. Your marksman is 8. Melee 6. Melee 10. Melee 11. Melee 5. So you guys could get some nicer weapons. Alright, we should be deconstructing those 2 bows. Our ice blocks are losing it. Our stuff decomposes in, what, almost 2 years, though? That's pretty fire. Although it is cold outside, so... Gotta keep those windows closed. But we have reached spring, which is nice. Okay, let's get in this, start getting the second story set up. And then everybody's gonna have their own room. Alright, so we are going to get a wooden hay bed. You're gonna get some wall torches. And then you are going to get a wooden chair. And some bookshelves. Yeah, we definitely need more, like, decorations. We're burning the bodies. That looks good. I think I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct these gates. And then we're going to put you more, like, in the center, I think. Is that under... That's here. We'll stay with the wooden gate for now. And same thing over here. We're going to deconstruct these gates. And then we're going to take out these walls in the center. And then same thing over here. That gives us a lot more work, or a lot less work to do when trying to lock down our settlement. Which is sick and tight. Alright, we want a hay roof. Fodder's still doing okay. We'll keep you open. I guess there really isn't a backwards, it just depends on what way they open it. Seems like they can swing either way. And our walls are complete! Let's go! Still not understanding where the stability issues are coming from there, but whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. But our outer wall is complete. We're about to have rooms for everybody. We've increased the size of our stockpile. Things are looking mighty nice. I am a little tempted to move this room back. Make more room for the kitchen. I also kind of feel like we should make more infirmary beds. Just to be safe, now that we have 10 people. Still got plenty of wood. just to give our people something to do, so they're not sitting idle. I do think that I'm going to start digging up for more dirt. Let's go ahead and get some of that going. So let's finish off these inner clay deposits. And we might want to start digging for that iron soon. Because yeah, we're running low on clay. We need to start mining that on up. We do have a friendly visit, a merchant. Is Enota still our best speechcraft? You have a passion for it. You don't have the bartering skill, do you? No. Do you have... What are your perks? A cobbler? The only way to preserve food is to eat it quickly. At least that's what Jehuto thinks. Consumption duration minus 50%. Who else is new? Florence. What are yours? Plus 10 art. Plus 3 mining. Movement speed, global work speed, melee weapon damage multiplier, and unarmed damage. So you should actually be a melee. You only have one skill. Chance to tame animal. You should also be an animal handler. We might have to increase the size of this pen. Want to make sure that there's a good amount of room by the pyres. That increases it a little bit at least. Maybe we'll expand you out here. Okay. I'm not seeing like any hay or anything. Where's that merchant? Oh, he already left. Wow, I felt like that was super quick. We got distracted. Alright, maybe next time. We have 409 coins. That's amazing. We're rich. There we go. Oh, it's nice that you guys can, like, walk right through it. Like, you guys don't get trapped. We'll give our animals some more room. Are there any, like, animals that we want to be trying to tame? The bear would be kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. We could do with some more... hunting. It's all young wolves. So let's hunt some foxes and some deers to stock up on some more leather. Although we are trying to improve to male armor. You guys are starting to mine out there. We do already have some hay that we can grab. Let's make sure we're stocking up on that early this season. How are the ice blocks doing? 29 days isn't bad, and you're keeping it at about 37. It is only 44 outside, so... Windows are closed. Thermal insulation's only 0.72 versus 0.75. So yeah, we're gonna want to... You're 8.5, you're 8.7. Clay walls are actually the best. Can we do clay windows? We actually can. Interesting that it says 0.75. Like, we might not want to get any windows at all. But I would assume that those stats, the thermal insulation stats, would change if the window's closed. I'm surprised they don't have, like, a open and closed thermal insulation stat. Interesting. Okay, all of that dirt's getting mined. We do have some more dirt here. So let's start filling in this area. And then we're gonna keep telling you guys to mine. Pretty soon we're gonna have to dig a hole in the ground. I suppose we could start mining this. We're gonna have like a completely flat map. I might start getting, this room redone. We want 2 away from the wall, a spacing of 2. I feel like that is about equal size. We might go out to here. And then I think I'm gonna make this the door. Oh, no, not up top. Not on top. And that way we can start making room for our kitchen and start making better foods. Especially now that we are hopefully keeping our food fresh for longer. Then we can increase the storage size. We do... let's get rid of Yorik's bed. Set that to deconstruct. And then let's start getting our room up here set up. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're in a position to where, like, you can use anything for fuel. We don't really need to focus sticks anymore. Let's get some bookshelves as well. Looks good. And then everybody will have their own room. How's everybody's mood? Ugly apparel, hungry, slightly hungry. Ugly apparel, night terror. You're good to go. Ugly apparel, jealous due to inferior bedroom. You're sharing a room. Bad dream, ugly apparel, bad dream. Ugly apparel, bad dream, and ugly apparel. Oh. Why do you have ugly apparel? Okay, so if we go to manage, edit apparel profiles. Force unequip. Okay. So we can set you to wear better apparel. It's just good to know. But I don't think those mood debuffs are too bad right now. Like, everybody's pretty stable. Yorick is struggling a little bit, but you're eagerly doing stuff. You guys have medium expectations. All of you are liking sleeping in your own quarters. We still got a decent amount of wood. Let's go ahead and get that reset up. Keep you open, please. Keep you open, please. A doggo has arrived. If you have a name, you must be our doggo. Yeah, we'll have another doggy. Overview, domestic, sort by... We have a male and a female dog. So we could have little puppies. Is there a way to, like, neuter or spade? To, like, stop them from having children? Doesn't look like it. we go to overview. Okay, lady can haul, vermin control, and battle. Oh, sick. What the heck does training our goats and stuff do? Training our cat? Oh, we have 2 female cats. Ah, vermin control for the cats. We don't really have a vermin problem, I don't think. That's good to know for the future. Yeah, I think next episode we'll start working on our kitchen. I feel like everybody's in pretty decent supplies. Got some clay built up. We're getting some more dirt. You're hauling the dirt. Let's go ahead and harvest this hay, because we are getting a little low on fodder. Getting a little low on hay, and our animals need to eat. Oh, there's the boar. We have some barley over here. I don't think the berry bushes we need to worry about. But barley we'll go ahead and grab. I don't really want to go across the river for anything. I'm surprised that there's no bridges. I know there's the drawbridge, but there's no bridges. That seems kind of bizarre to me. Especially for having a river spawn right in the middle of my map. Okay, we are lacking on the chronicles. Why? Why are we lacking on the chronicles? We should have 2 people focusing research, no? You're focusing animal husbandry and fishing. But other than that, it should be research. Gerard should be doing nothing but research. Blacks we're getting down no issue. We have carrots, we have cabbages, but barley we do not have. Okay. We're getting our beeswax up. What's the temperature in here now? 41.8. How long till you spoil? 30 days isn't bad. 41 for our berries. 7 years for our honey? What about milk? 36 days for our milk. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if we get like 1 or 2 more, I mean, for a space this big, we should be able to keep it pretty close to frozen. But we're gonna want to increase the size of our food storage, so all of this room will clear out. We can maybe do like, I don't know, maybe like a more of an L shape, and then extend food storage out to here. Do more of an L-shaped kitchen. We might just do it. The thing is those stairs. We gotta be careful of the stairs. Then I kind of want to have like a game room too. I don't know about all their games being outside. We seem to be covering the shrines perfectly fine. 3 pheasants have arrived. We have a good amount of deer leather, decent amount of fox leather. We have plenty of raw food. Like, material-wise, we're in a pretty good spot. Alright, we have another 55 dirt. There's 20. There's 25. It's gonna be 50 total. So this hole's almost filled up. Let's go ahead and continue mining here. I would kind of like to get a hole dug somewhere. Where? I'm not really sure yet. Like, maybe, like, just do a quarry type deal? This would give us some clay. Like, what if we just dig, like, a quarry out here? It's probably gonna be a long while before we expand. Maybe I'll even do it a little further, just to be safe. Let's get all that dug out. And then we'll build, like, a nice slope in there and start mining it out. Maybe we'll even start messing with the underground a bit. That could be fun. Let's go ahead and start getting our flooring in. So we can start getting the second room. And I think before we go any further, we are gonna go ahead and end things here. So, I'd say things are looking pretty good within our little settlement, our little colony. And next time we're gonna be adding some buildings, getting some improved food, some improved food storage. We're gonna start working on a quarry. It looks like we'll get some clay in here as well, but really start stocking up on dirt so we can start filling in areas if we need to, or making slopes to make the different levels of terrain more easily accessible. So things are looking good. But for now, as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.